afternoon. It's been a long time since I've done a video review, so I thought I'd bring out a very special model. And this one is the Dragon Wings FG1D Corsair, representing Skipper's Orchid of HQSS 22 in the Rikuku Islands in June 1945, right near the end of hostilities. This one is incredibly special as it's the folded wing edition. So let's get it out and have a little build and see what it's about. So here she is in all her glory. We'll do some zoom-ins in a minute and we'll talk about it. This aircraft is one that I've been after for a long time. And Gary, who obviously supports the page and who helps run the page, found this probably about 3 months ago and let me know that it was on eBay, and I snapped it up as soon as I possibly could. It's been on my top 5 for a number of months, and we'll do a post on top 5s again soon. I think I'll be maybe a live of some sort as well, talking about our wants of models. But it is spectacular when it's built. This particular aircraft though does have a missing area on the top. I didn't realise that when I bought it, but it's only where I've just put it together now. But anyone who's got a nervous disposition around little parts with the dreaded dragon ping, which I'll talk about in a minute, this is not an easy model to put together. So I'll talk you through the build process and we'll go into a bit more detail. I've taken some pictures and I'll be uploading them onto the page to just show you what it's all about. But this is pretty much the build process. So all you get inside the box is a basic fuselage without wings, and then unlike the Corgi, I don't know if you can see there, the undercarriage is not one piece, it's 3 pieces per side. It's very fiddly to fit, and it's also not particularly strong. I don't know if you can see, but it's starting to splay out a little bit there. So that's one of the big issues as well. It does come with an open or a closed canopy. I've gone for the open look. I'm not going to move it just in case it all falls to bits. So you do have options there, which is great, which most Dragon models have. The propeller needs to be fitted as well, but it's very simple. It's just a pull in, pull out job, and it spins freely. You get 2 fuel tanks that can go on the base of it as well, which will have to go in after the undercarriage has been fitted. It doesn't show you on this. One thing I really struggled with was the bracing. So if we look at the bracing here, so there's some bracing that goes inside the inner part of the wing. I don't know if you can see that there. I've not fitted that. Purely because I just couldn't get it in there. I found it really fiddly to try and fit in. I've also had to use quite a bit of blue tack. I don't know if you can see that. So we've got some more bracing inside the wings. See, I've had to put blue tack on them because it's the only way to hold them in place. The wings itself, there is 2 little clips to fit in, but they're not the easiest to do. So I've used blue tack on that as well. Relatively a bit more discreet, as you can see. Same with the what you call it as well, the actual aerials, not the easiest to stay in, so a little bit of blue tack. So I talked about the dreaded dragon ping. They come with so many different pieces. So you've got obviously your pit tube there on the wing, that's got a little bit of blue tack in terms of just inside the actual wing itself, so it's sort of hidden, but that helps to hold that in place. But I think you'll agree, it is spectacular looking. It's a brilliant looking model. Lovely paint, lovely details on it. The paneling is not open, it's subtle. It's a great piece of kit, and this is my 2nd or 3rd Dragon Corsair, but this is the only one that comes with the folded wings. And obviously Hobby Master now do them. I'm not entirely sure. I've not got a Hobby Master 148, whether they're 2 separate pieces or whether it's actually going to be like the tracker that Noel's building is going to have a little hinge. I think it's 2 separate pieces. It makes more sense. The only downside with this model is you can't display it with the flat wings. It has to be displayed with the wings up. But it adds something very different in 1/72 scale. Like I said, to be overly critical, the undercarriage I don't think it's great. It's not strong enough. It feels like it's splaying out a little bit. I don't know if you can see that. I thought it was going to collapse. See that just by moving it slightly, I've moved the wheels and they're not in a particularly good place. So I'm going to just readjust it, give you a bit more of a 360 to see what it looks like. So I've adjusted the camera. I'm going to have a bit of a walk around it so you can see some of the details on the model. I would have loved Dragon to carry on making models. I think, you know, the P47's fantastic. I know the ME109 was criticised for not being entirely correct. The Mustang, until Corgi built it, was the best in the business out there. They did some fantastic models, but unfortunately they don't make them anymore, which is a real shame, because I would have loved to see a Korean 4-blade Corsair in the all black marking, similar to the one that's flying in Europe. But it's a great looking model, it really is. It's very hard to find, so I'm incredibly grateful to Gary for finding this for me and letting me know about it. It doesn't come with a pilot, which is a bit of a shame, but if you've got hobby master pilots or a spare pilot from somewhere to slot in there, yeah, it does make a bit of a difference. But yeah, it's just a great model. It's just, like I said, it's a shame we can't get more of them. I know Dragon's still making armour and kits. If only, like Gemini, they could be sort of convinced to start doing these again and have another powerhouse on the market. I'm sure they'd fly out, because the detail is brilliant. You know, the metal content's great. You know, these now are retailing, well, if second-hand market, these usually go for about 100 quid, these ones, because they're incredibly hard to find, even the standard Corsair releases. But yeah, there we go. Just thought I'd give you a quick walk round. I've done some pictures of the construction process, which I'll put on as a separate post, just talk you through how it's put together. But a mighty fine model. So don't forget, the next Wings Monthly will be on March the 6th. I'll be joined by some different guests this time around. Hopefully Michael Lowe talking World War I, and a few different panellists to discuss the ins and outs of diecast. And all things going well, we're still going to try and get this Corgi interview done with David and Michael as well. Right, thanks for watching. Hope you have a great weekend, and I'll speak to you soon.